Welcome back once again, all of my low carb friends, and for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. Today I have another very easy, quick keto dessert recipe for you. Today I am going to show you how to make simple keto chocolate cupcakes. Chocolate cupcakes are great because they are a hit no matter what. Whether it be for birthdays, holidays, or just a family get-together, chocolate cupcakes are always a winner. And once you learn how to make these basic cupcakes, you can add different add-ins of your choice and make these cupcakes as creative and as unique as you want. And if you want a printable version of this recipe, you can check out my website at janetsdeliciouslowcarbkitchen.com. You can find a printable version of this recipe and other goodies there for you. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see lots of easy, delicious, low-carb keto recipes, make sure you click that subscribe button and click the notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button. That way you can be notified every time I put out videos every Wednesday and Saturday. And if you'd like to help support the channel, make sure you scroll down in the description of the video. You'll see some affiliate links. Anytime you purchase anything using those affiliate links, a small portion of your purchase will go to me and help support the channel. So while you do all that, let's get cooking. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Lightly spray 9 silicone cupcake molds with cooking spray. If you don't have the silicone cupcake molds, you can use the metal cupcake molds. If you use the metal cupcake molds, I would advise lining them with parchment paper rather than the paper liners. Coconut flour baked goods contain a lot of moisture, so the cupcakes are going to be very moist. And a lot of times the paper liners like to embed into the cupcakes when they're getting baked, and so when you go to take the paper liner off, you run the risk of your cupcakes crumbling while you're trying to take the paper liner off. Once your cupcake molds are sprayed or lined, then just set it off to the side for a second. In a large mixing bowl, combine 77 grams or around 11 tablespoons of coconut flour, 20 grams or around 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, 12 grams or around 2½ teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 67 grams or around 1/3 cup of the granulated sweetener of your choice. I'm using granulated monk fruit sweetener. You can use whatever granulated sweetener you want. You can also adjust this more or less depending on how sweet you want your cupcakes. And if you're sensitive to the coconut flour flavor, you can add some dry spices or seasonings of your choice. Sift or whisk all the dry ingredients together until they're fully combined and there are no lumps in the dry ingredients. Add 3 large room temperature eggs. Make sure they are room temperature so they stir in more smooth. Stir the eggs into the dry ingredients until everything is fully combined and all the dry ingredients are moist. Add 6 tablespoons of butter that's been melted and cooled. Make sure it is cooled. You do not want to add hot butter. Stir the butter in until everything is fully combined. Add 82 grams or around 1/3 cup of room temperature plain yogurt or sour cream. Again, make sure this is room temperature so it combines more smooth and gives you a more smooth dough. Add 6 grams or 1½ teaspoons of vanilla extract. Stir everything all together until it's fully combined and you have a smooth, moist dough that has formed. Scrape down the sides of the bowl and push the dough to the center of the bowl. Then form the dough into a smooth ball. Massage the ball in your hands for about 20-30 seconds. This is just to make sure that you have the right texture of dough. And yes, this is more of a dough than a batter. The dough should be moist, but it should not be sticking to your hands. If it's sticking to your hands, then that means it's a little too moist and you need to add just a tiny bit more coconut flour until the dough is not sticking to your hands. If the dough feels dry and it seems like it's not coming together to form a ball smoothly, or as you're massaging pieces falling off or anything like that, then that means it's a little bit too dry and you need to just add very small amounts of warm milk or water until the dough comes together and forms a smooth ball. For me, it's perfect just the way it is. I don't need to add anything. So once you've massaged your dough and you're sure you have the right texture, form it back into a smooth ball and place it back into your mixer bowl. Now you can leave the dough just as it is and then just divide it into your cupcake molds as it is. Or you can fold in the add-ins of your choice. I'm going to be folding in some white chocolate chips. That's up to you if you want to fold anything into your chocolate cupcakes. If you do choose to fold anything in, use a wooden spoon and break the dough ball up a little bit. Then gradually add in 4 to 6 ounces or 3/4 cup to 1 cup of the add-ins of your choice. I'm using 4 ounces of Lily's white chocolate chips. Again, you can use any add-in you want if you choose to have anything at all. If you do add it in, make sure you add your add-ins gradually in small amounts and fold them in until they're evenly distributed throughout your dough. Then divide the dough evenly throughout the prepared 9 cupcake molds. It's roughly around 3 tablespoons of dough in each cupcake mold. Once the dough's divided, use your fingers or the back of a teaspoon and press the dough evenly throughout the cupcake molds. Make sure it's as even as you can get it and that the tops stay flat. Once the cupcakes are evenly shaped, place them into your preheated oven and bake at 350 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes or until they've darkened slightly on the top and a tester comes out clean. For me, 18 minutes was perfect. As I always say, everybody's oven is different, so you're just looking for them to be a little bit darkened and a tester to come out clean. Once the cupcakes are done baking, remove them from your oven. They will be soft, but they will firm up as they cool. Allow them to cool in the pan for at least 20 to 30 minutes or until they're firm enough to remove without the cupcakes falling apart. Once the cupcakes have firmed up for about 20 to 30 minutes, carefully remove them from your cupcake molds. Remember, they're still going to be warm, and gluten-free baked goods are always still fragile when they're warm, so be careful when you're removing them. Then transfer them to a wire rack and allow them to cool completely. Once they've cooled completely, you can eat them just as they are, or if you want to, you can frost them with the frosting or glaze of your choice. I'll leave a link in the description to my chocolate buttercream frosting if you'd like to try that out. But for now, I'm just sprinkling the tops of mine with a little bit of powdered sweetener. You can eat these immediately. If you do have any leftovers, store them in an airtight container at room temperature for up to 3 days, or in an airtight container in your refrigerator up to 1 week. Eat and enjoy. And that's our recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you click that thumbs up like button, click that subscribe button, leave me a comment if you want to. Let me know if there's any recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.